everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to take you through my updated copper patina process. You may have seen my other copper patina tutorial, and that one worked well for me for a while, but it wasn't always consistent. Sometimes I could do every step the same way, and sometimes it would turn out splotchy, and sometimes it would turn out perfect. There was really no rhyme or reason to when it worked and when it didn't. I'm always experimenting with different methods, and there are so many out there. If you talk to anyone, if you talk to any glass artist, I'm pretty sure almost every single one does it a different way, and that's totally fine. Before we get into it, I feel like I need to make a few disclaimers. No matter how perfect your patina is, your copper patina, it will age and darken and tarnish. You cannot avoid that. The goal is to get a nice even patina so when it does age, it hopefully ages evenly, stays shiny. Aged copper patina is beautiful. Of course, the new fresh new penny looking patina is beautiful, and the dark aged patina is also beautiful. So this method uses CJ's Flux Remover, Clarity Finishing Compound, and a brass scrubby. First, you'll see me do this one in the video where I follow the instructions on the CJ's Flux Remover. And then I show you that if you get results that you're not happy with, you can take a brass scrubby and a little more CJ's Flux Remover, and you can fix your patina and make it flawless. It's kind of magical. And I'm sure someone else out there does it this way. There just aren't any videos of it, so hopefully this will help you out. And another thing, I don't know if your water quality is going to affect the finish you get on this method, because I do use a lot of water on the piece. I have hard water, but I think my water is actually good quality hard water, if that makes sense. So I guess the only thing you can do is try it out, experiment, see if you need to use distilled water instead. And my most favorite thing about this method is if you mess up or it doesn't turn out right, you can still fix it. You can go over it again, and it's so nice. I don't know what else to say. I'm rambling. All right, now that I finished soldering, it is time to do the cleaning and the patina step. Now, my process is a little weird, but I've done so many experiments, and I've tried to find one, the easiest method, and two, the method that gives me the most flawless, shiniest copper every time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by following the directions on CJ's Flux Remover, which says apply directly to the piece after soldering, scrub with a soft brush and warm water, then rinse clean, apply patina, rinse again. So that's what we're gonna do. For little pieces like this, I just like to use a toothbrush. And I'm going to clean this for a good few minutes. Okay, now I'm just going to give it a quick dry off. Okay, my copper patina. I'll pour some in the cap. Take my little cotton ball, soak it up. then we go and rinse it off. Okay, now this looks pretty good. So what you could do is let this dry, wax it, and see how well it buffs up. But it's not quite as vibrant and, let me see, I guess perfect. I don't really like using that word, as I want it to be. There's some spots on the back that are a little splotchy. So what I'm going to do, okay, I have this brass scrubby. I got it wet, and then I'm just going to rough this up. I mean, you're probably thinking, why did you apply the copper patina and now you're taking it off? I don't know. This is just how I discovered that it works. I thought I had a great method, but it didn't turn out great every single time. So when I was doing my roses, the copper looked awful after I waxed it, so I took a brass scrubby, scrubbed it off, and then reapplied it with the CJ soap, and it was like night and day. So I just went and rinsed it off. Now we're going to put some CJs back on. Get it all soapy. And then we're going to take our copper patina again. I'm going to use a toothbrush, dip it in there, and look at how, like, it looks so rose gold and pretty. Now at this point you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just do this in the first place? And I did try that once before, and I don't know if I diluted the copper too much, if my piece was too wet, but it's turned out kind of dull. But I'm going to try that method again on another piece that I'm going to solder after this one. But seriously, this has taken away all of the anxiety that I used to get leading up to applying copper patina, because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and when it would turn out splotchy and just not very good, I would not be very happy, and it would cause me a lot of anxiety. But now I'm not afraid of copper anymore. Okay, now I'm just gonna rinse this in cold water. You can probably rinse it in warm. I don't think it really matters. Okay, but look at this. Look at how even the edges, which the edges are usually the yuckiest for copper, look at how perfect this is. I'm just going to dry it off. And then what I'll do is I will let it dry for a couple hours before I wax it with the Clarity finishing compound, and that'll really finish it up nicely. I mean, that looks good, right? So pretty. And that honestly didn't take me as long as my other processes have taken. Okay, so now I'm just letting this piece dry over here for a little while before I wax it. I don't want to wax it when there's water still on it. But look at that, even without wax on it, it looks beautiful. The nice thing about this method also, with the brass scrubby and then applying the copper on the soap, is that you can use it to fix previous projects you've done with copper patina that didn't turn out the way you wanted. A few weeks ago, I made an iris, and I did copper patina, waxed it, everything, and then like a week later, I decided I wasn't happy with the copper because some spots were dull and just never really took the copper patina very well. So I got it wet, scrubbed off the wax and some of the patina, and then reapplied it in the soap, and it looked like I had just finished the piece, and it was good as new. Okay, I just finished another piece, so we're going to clean it with CJ's. Now this one, I'm going to clean it for a long time and then rinse it, and then I'll put a little bit more soap on and then apply the copper through the soap and see how that works. The beautiful thing about this method is if it doesn't turn out, we just take the brass scrubby, buff it up a little bit, and then reapply. And the soap seems to even everything out. Now, I don't know if the quality of your water is going to affect this. I have hard water, but I still think my water's pretty good. So I guess all you can do is experiment, try it out. If it doesn't work, you can try distilled water. But yeah, a lot of things are all about experimentation. All right, we got it soapy. Now we're going to just go in with the copper patina. Okay, that is working beautifully. Ooh la la. So, like I said, I did try this one time before, but it wasn't getting this vibrant, which I think I may have diluted the copper a little bit with too much water on my piece. I mean, that's looking really nice. The back side has a couple spots that didn't take as well, and I mean, you can barely tell, and it might look fine when after I wax it, but if it doesn't, I can always fix it, no problem. I'm just gonna take my little scrubby. And then I might as well just fix this part now. It's really, I feel like it's magic how it looks so bright. Okay, now let's rinse it. I can tell you right now, the back probably looks a little bit nicer than the front, but that's just because the front might just need to be buffed nicely. So let's let these dry and then we will wax them. All right, now that these are dry, we can wax them with the Clarity Finishing Compound. Give that a good shake. I'm just gonna put the wax right on my microfiber cloth and then rub it around. Alright, I'll let that dry for a minute and then flip it over and wax the other side. Alright, now I'm just going to attach these little suede cords, and then I'll hang it up so the wax can fully dry for about maybe half hour, and then I can buff it. Okay, so now we can go ahead and buff the wax off. Since the copper application was so uniform and shiny already, we're not going to have to spend a ton of time buffing. So, in conclusion, CJ's Flux Remover, a brass scrubby, and Clarity Finishing Compound are your best friends when dealing with copper patina, in my opinion. Now, others swear by other copper patina methods, and that's totally fine, but this was the method that clicked with me and was like, whoa, okay, copper is not so scary. And I get fantastic results every time now. If you've seen my other copper patina tutorial, I thought that was like the perfect method because I was getting really nice results, but then occasionally like these dark spots would just pop up before I was finished, and when I went to wax it, the dark spot like wouldn't go away no matter how much I buffed. But then I was able to save it with the brass scrubby and then applying the patina with the soap. So it just gave it that extra clean, I guess. So yeah, I hope you can try it out and I hope it works for you. Let me know if it does. And let's go admire these pieces now.